Girls eat pickles. You know when you have a candle like that you're almost through and you're like, Mom, hurry up so I can use the jar for my makeup brushes. I think I have allergies right now, so I feel like I'm floating everywhere I go, but like not in a good way, but just kind of like everything's just, you know. I make coffee daily. I usually use my Keurig. I've been making like basically the same coffee every day. Like I have different ones, and I use like my little reusable Keurig, or I have like the other just little pods that I put in there, and like those are fun to use, but like I want to switch it up a little bit. I want to try something else, you know, and I wanted to try cold brew, and this is going to take a good 12 hours, so that's why I'm starting tonight. You can probably see what time it is, and that's kind of exposing me. Like I want to cover that up with duct tape because I feel like I'm being exposed. I watched like a bunch of videos on how to make cold brew, made me even more confused, made me so much more confused than I was at the start. The only experience I've had with cold brew is I've had it at Starbucks before. It's very strong. Like I can handle a good cup of coffee. Like I can handle a strong, good, you know, that gas station cup of coffee. Like I can handle that. But cold brew, it's a different level. It's shakes and jitters. It's eye twitches. Maybe that was just the Starbucks cold brew, but it was a lot. And then one other time I made, I'm pretty sure it was cold brew or steeped coffee. I don't know the difference, but it was basically like a tea bag, but it was coffee and you just put it in water and you like let it sit overnight. I had that, which I guess that could be a type of cold brew, but it was just, it wasn't the legit kind that I got for $12 at Walmart. That's the legit kind. I'm gonna Google what is cold brew because I don't know how to explain it because I don't know either. Cold brew is usually made by steeping coffee in water for a number of hours at cold or ambient room temperature. This slow, low-temp brew makes cold brew taste very different from hot brewing the same type of coffee beans. It takes between 8 and 24 hours depending on who you ask and what your target cold brew taste is. Yeah, so I've been watching all these videos of people making cold brew, and it's like there are so many specifically only coffee YouTube channels, and I appreciate them for that. Like, what was this guy's name? It was like Cold Brew Dude or something. I was like, yes, yes. I'm gonna try 2 different ways of making cold brew. I'm gonna try like the DIY way. So I had to buy like a strainer. You can just use like a bowl, or not a bowl. I don't know if I have a container, honestly, for this, but we'll see. But first, let's try the easy way, and I bet it's worth the $12 because it's like easier. They actually had like a bunch of different cold brew machines, but I thought this one looked the coolest, plus it was the cheapest. Actually, it didn't look the coolest. There was actually one that looked cooler, but it was like $2 more expensive, and I was like, Bodum. And it has a little press thing in it. Super cool. I feel like cool and like hipster. Okay, good. It's airtight seal. I'm gonna break it within the first 3 seconds of having it. It's called the Bean. That's cute. Oh, there we go. Whoa. I feel like I'm in Inception. Why am I reading all of this? Because I'm not comprehending it. I'm not comprehending it. I'm not comprehending life right now. And they're all using scales, like a literal scale that they put stuff on. I'm like, we're not in the UK. We're not in the UK. We're not Zoella. Oh, he has the same. Does he have the same one I do? No, we don't have the same one. He just has this little thing. I thought we were twinning, but he's way fancier than me.
Half cups of water, you just fill some water, just...
But why does he have this and he's not using it? Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, so the important decision is what coffee are we gonna use? Since this hasn't gotten any love from me, I think we're gonna use, okay, it broke. It broke. It broke, guys. It broke. Oh. Jacksepticeye, don't come for me. Oh my goodness. I won't hold it against you. Okay, I'm gonna use top of the morning. 1, 3, 4. Oh, that was a big old plop. If you could smell this, smell-o-vision. Yes, you got a good sniff in there. Okay, so 1 tablespoon to every half a cup. So I put 4 tablespoons, so that's 2 cups. So let's add 4 more tablespoons to make 4 cups. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, guys. Coffee aesthetic. Okay, this is not as aesthetic as I thought it was gonna be. It's out of focus. Shrek's Swamp. They said the coffee needs to be like under the water.
What you want to make sure with this is that your grounds are covered with the water. So go ahead and grab a spoon. Make sure you're just going to dump it all and make sure they're submerged. You don't need to stir it, just submerge it.
So we have the cold brew in here. So I'm going to put it in the fridge and we'll check it tomorrow. Let's see if I can get an aesthetic shot. Yes, yes. Let's do it. Okay. That was definitely worth it. So now let's try to make the DIY kind. I probably have to use this and just cover it with saran wrap or something.
You can see that it kind of settles down and compacts itself.
We are just gonna put, I guess, the same amount that I put in there in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top of the morning. We gotta wait for that to filter some more. The one thing that I don't like about the filter is that it takes so long to filter through. And if you try to pour it out while it's filtering, then it all just dumps out on your counter and all over the floor and everywhere and on you. That's never happened to me personally, but it could happen to someone hypothetically. Not to me though. Couldn't be me. I'm in the process of making a Spotify playlist that is just solely songs from movies that make me feel like I'm in a movie or like the main character. It's everything and more. And I'm curating it to be the perfect playlist. Usually like when I work out or something, like I want to feel like I'm in a movie. It's like a montage. I'm only working out for the movie montage in my head of me working out. Here's a taste of it. I'll give you a taste of it. That's all you're getting. This is a lot of work. That's the thing. That's the thing that's getting me right now, is that I've been doing this for 45 minutes and I still don't have coffee and won't have it for another 12 to 24 hours. Like, that's the thing that's holding me back from doing this daily. But if it tastes good, then maybe I will, and I want to get like my $12 worth. We take convenience like Keurigs and stuff over the hard work. We don't get in there and get our hands dirty and pour water in a cup. Okay, we'll just go ahead and do some. If it goes out onto my laptop, it goes out onto my laptop, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the urge to just stick my hand in there. We'll put this on. Okay, so let's put this in the fridge. Now that one was definitely worth it. Good night. See you in the morning. Good night. Have a good steep. We'll check back tomorrow. Hopefully my heart is ready. It's the next day. It may or may not be 4 p.m. We're gonna get the cold brews out. So they've been in there for about, let's count, 16 hours. It's been a good 16 hours. Oh my goodness, what were you doing in here all night? Are you okay? Okay, I kind of want to try like the DIY one first.
When you plan and schedule your social media with later, you can focus on your business.
Okay, let's take this off and see what we have. It smells good. I didn't think of what I was going to sift it into. This fits perfectly on here. Oh, I don't know if this strainer is like thin enough. I don't know. So he said that if you don't want any cold brew to be wasted and you don't want it to be like stuck in the filter, you wet the filter first. The aromas are flowing, people. So we're gonna wet the filter, like he said. So we'll put the filter on. So we have it like that. Let's leave my laptop right here. So it's in the splash zone. Oh, that didn't work. I'm telling you right now, 99.9% of people wouldn't do this, but I'm in that 0.1%. I'm getting in on the action. This is how fast it's filtering. We want our cold brew. Sometimes convenience is worth the money, you know? That's why they're wanting Dollar Generals every 3 miles. What are Dollar Generals? Convenience stores. What do we want? Convenience every 3 miles. But I really want to try this one. Whoa. Here we go. Let's press it down. Yum. See, this looks like some crisp, good cold brew right here. And I feel so much fancier. Like the whole experience is just better. See, I don't want to be biased because this is fancier. I want to try the other kind. Okay, it actually looks pretty clear except in the bottom. So we'll just not pour out the bottom. So there's the first kind. Ooh, see, that's just, yes! I love that. Okay, so first, this is the DIY at-home cold brew. Very strong. which is expected. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's try this one. I'm sorry, but this is so much noticeably better. They were talking about something in one of the videos about like, if you get a good cold brew maker, it's not gonna have that bitter taste and like just that really, it's gonna be bitter, but it's not gonna have that like, and that made me feel like, get that physical like, but this one, it's smooth, it's silky almost, like, this one tastes like cold brew. That one tastes like cold, really strong coffee. It's good, but it just has that underlying like really bitter taste. And I don't know if it had to do with like my filtration system, which I think was foolproof. But it is. Oh. Definitely would pick the maker over the DIY system. Plus like the work, if you did all the work and it tasted the same, then maybe I would be saying something different. But like even then, you're not really saving that much money. In the long run, I think it's worth the money and the time that you're saving. And just the agony that you're saving. So. Bye, bye coffee lovers. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. And will my reflection show who I am inside?